What is up, guys? I have here some of the fastest bikes in the entire game. And if you're interested in looking for a bike, then you come into the right place because I'm going to review each one of my bikes. Not just of speed, but how they handle and just like overall what you should get, you know? Um, so we'll probably begin with the R1200, I believe. Yes. This is a BMW. Now, obviously, this is not a sport car, a sport bike. It's not a racing bike. It's not anything like that. So you can't really put it in some. You can't compare it like the H2 or anything like that. But this is actually one of my favorite bikes to ride. Why? Because you're still moving pretty quick. Although 139 does not feel fast in cars, it feels pretty quick in bikes. And although you're moving, whoa, I wasn't paying attention. Just like look at the suspension. Now, because of that suspension, I can easily, and I'm picking up speed as I do this, just launch right up here. There's no issue about it. It is the perfect explorer bike. And you may be tempted to get like the Ducati Monster. I'll look at that one now. I have that one as well. You may be very tempted to get that one, but this is so much better for going off-road. Except for moments like this where you're kind of stuck. Hold on. Wow, it's really struggling. It normally does not struggle this much, guys. It's a bad example, but it really, like, it is one of my favorite bikes to ride. Look at this. It is super comfortable. The suspension is phenomenal. Like, I've never felt something like that before. And then you have still that speed of, like, some of the faster bikes. So you still get that mobility. Like, look at how much I'm moving right now. If someone's... Honestly, I did a review on this bike. You guys should go watch a separate review if you're thinking of getting this. But, like, if I had to choose between this and a... Not the crazy fast bikes, but a fast bike like a Honda or something like that, I would choose this. Because the fact that this thing can go off-road with such confidence and such ease, and then go on these rocks like nothing, that's pretty incredible, actually. Yeah, alright, so now up next, we're going to be reviewing a very different bike that I purchased because I thought it was going to be so much better than the BMW. Which I'm very upset that it is not. And that bike is the Ducati Monster 1200 or 120? I don't know. Okay, off the bat, this seems so slow. Oh my god. Literally one of the slowest bikes ever. It does not have good traction, as maybe you could already tell. It cannot turn. And it's just like, I mean, it's cool because you get to feel the weight. And yeah, on road it's a little better. But really, it's not that good at all. You cannot do a wheelie with it. It's way too heavy, although it looks super light. Turning is a pain. You cannot turn in this thing. You can turn maybe a little better at higher speed in this one than you can in the BMW. But look, this is me trying my hardest to do a wheelie. Braking, there is none pretty much. Going off-road in these bumps, you can barely do it. I mean, I don't even know why. This is not a good bike, guys. Do not get this bike. It is very bad. The only reason why I got it was because I thought it was going to be better than the BMW. But like, any bike can do that. There's nothing special about this one. Don't get it. So, we're going to rate them. The BMW, where'd it go? Is probably a 7 out of 10. The Monster, 2 out of 10. Which I never got that thing. So we're gonna try the KBM little dirt bike here. Yeah, so off the bat, dirt bikes are so much lighter than every other bike. So you have a lot more mobility. You don't exactly have the greatest turning, because look at that, it takes a second for it to grip up and then turn. and top speed is really bad. So you really do get the same suspension in the BMW, but a lot faster top speed, better turning. This thing is not good at all. It's good if you're interested in like a light cruise around the neighborhood, I guess you could say. Because you could always do this if you wanted, very easily, and have some fun like this. But like you could pretty much do this. Oh, and let go. That's pretty cool. You pretty much do the exact same thing in the BMW. Like, I mean the exact same thing. In fact, yeah. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10 because it's still a lot better than the other one. All right. So now that we have this, I'm just gonna show you guys. Okay, acceleration is 100 times better. Turning is good. It's not maybe, no, that's good. And lifting for a wheelie is the easiest thing ever. It really is the exact same thing, except this kind of has better suspension. You can do so much more. Alright, so now let's get into some of my favorite bikes. So, if you're looking for a cool off-road bike, get the R Adventure. Like, this thing is incredible. And then, if anything, get a motocross. Now let's enter a different kind of league. So, out of those, you get the R. It's a 7 out of 10. We're now going to test out the Ducati Panigale R. This obviously is a very famous bike. And it's definitely very fast. So obviously we're dealing with a different type of bike here. It's a whole different league pretty much. It is an absolute beast. Like this thing, turning isn't phenomenal, but then again, it still is a bike. So like, what I've learned is that the Street Tier 2 cars don't turn as well. Street Tier 2 bikes do not turn as well as the racing ones. So if they have racing versions of your favorite bike, I know it's kind of weird, but I get it. Because I know it, I don't like getting them because I like having everything in the same area. Again, doing wheelies on this thing is the easiest thing ever. Handling corners, pretty good. It's not one of the heavier ones, that's the thing. I think it's definitely one of the lighter ones. And you get a lot in acceleration. Acceleration this thing wins any day. Just watch this. We're gonna go from 0 to 60. Without boost, 60. We're gonna try with boost now. Okay, we're gonna try with boost now. 60. 100. I mean, on a bike, that's pretty crazy. So I'm gonna give this thing, just because of the looks. Okay, I like this a lot. I like the way this looks a lot. And precision-wise, it's not phenomenal, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe 7.5. Let's do a bit of a different bike. This one we are all familiar with. Kawasaki. The sound of this one is so much better than the Ducati. Ducati does not sound that good. This is pretty good. Dude, come on. Again, lifting off on this thing is super easy. Brake around here. When it comes to weight, it's not that bad. Does it feel more nimble than the Ducati? Entering a corner? Yeah, it does. But staying and sticking with the corner, like that, see, not really. 0 to 60 test. 60, 100, 100. I think the Ducati might have been a little faster with acceleration. But I do like the way this one looks a lot. Like a lot. When it comes to top speed, that's where this thing should succeed. Let's test it out. And we maxed out at 208, 209. Right around there. Braking, yeah, it's not great. So I'm gonna give this thing probably the same. The Ducati and this feel really similar. Now this is a BMW S1000RR. This is built different. And I mean actually built different. This is a racing bike, so they are in different categories, but you could already tell the movement. It could mean so much more. See that? And it just dives into that corner. Now, what's kind of incredible about this is that it moves so much faster. I mean, the mobility and the agility and the precision I have is insane, and I'm hitting the exact same speed as the fastest bike, the Kawasaki. So if there's one bike to get that you want for speed, it's this one, no question. I mean, look at this. Okay, not that, but has the same top speed as the 82. It's easier to get up in a wheelie and turn in a wheelie. It's just the best bike all around. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10.